Dear students of class 11th, so today's topic is potential energy. Potential energy. इससे पहले हमने वर्क एनर्जी प्रिंसिपल भी डिस्कस किया है और काइनेटिक एनर्जी भी. And you know kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 of mv square. Now what is potential energy? It is the energy possessed by a body. It is the energy possessed by a body due to its position or configuration. Right? The energy possessed by a body due to its position or configuration is known as potential energy. Here position means क्या होती है position? The height of the object from the surface of the earth. Height of object from surface of earth. ठीक है. और दूसरा पॉइंट हमारा है configuration. तो configuration क्या होता है? It is the arrangement or the shape of the body. It refers to the shape of the body. तो आपको याद रखना होगा, if a body is at a certain height from the surface of the earth, it has a capacity to do work. That capacity is known as potential energy. Or when the shape of the body changes, that also has a capacity to do work. That capacity of the body is known as potential energy. So here we can say it must be of the two types then. One is due to the shape of the earth, the shape of the body, and another due to the position of the body. तो हम एक एग्जाम्पल यहाँ पे लेंगे. चलो हम एक सिस्टम को कंसिडर कर लेंगे. एक टेबल यहाँ पे लेंगे, टेबल पे एक बॉल को रखेंगे, and it is at a certain height from the surface of the earth. Certain height from the surface of the earth. So this is the ball which is resting on the surface of the earth, on the surface of the table. And this is the ball B. रखिए यहाँ पे इसको A रखेंगे. B is resting on the surface of the earth. अगर हम A बॉल को ड्रॉप कर लेंगे बॉल A को, and it exactly falls on the ball B. A बॉल को हम ड्रॉप कर लेंगे and it exactly falls on the ball B. So the ball B, what will happen to it? It will get displaced. Ball B will get displaced. So when a body is displaced under the action of the force, then we can say work is done. तो यहाँ पे वर्क डन की हो गई, लेकिन किसने की? That is due to the ball A. That means it possesses some energy. So this type of energy is known as, but it was at a certain height from the surface of the earth. so it is known as gravitational potential energy. So हम यहाँ पे दो टाइप्स बता सकते हैं इसके. One is due to the position of the body and another is due to the shape of the body. Position अब हमने क्लियर कर ली है किसी हद तक. अब हम शेप को देख लेंगे. तो आप यहाँ पे ले लीजिए एक एरो एंड बो सिस्टम. देखो एरो एंड बो सिस्टम, ये बो है. तो अगर हम इस पे एक एरो लगा देंगे और इसकी शेप चेंज कर लेंगे लाइक दिस ड्यू टू द एरो, राइट. तो हमने इसकी एक्चुअल शेप आपने पहले देख ली लाइक दिस. उसके बाद अब हमने इस पे एरो लगा दी तो इसकी शेप चेंज हो गई. अगर हम उस एरो को लेट ऑफ कर लेंगे तो इट विल मूव फॉरवर्ड्स. दैट मीन्स वर्क इज डन बाय इट. It will move forwards. So here the work is done by the body due to its change in the shape. So this type of energy is known as elastic potential energy. पहले वाले को हमने क्या कहा था? Gravitational potential energy, और इसको हम कहते हैं elastic potential energy, right? तो मान लीजिए एक और स्प्रिंग हम यहाँ पे लेंगे, इसको हम हेलिकल स्प्रिंग कहते हैं. देयर इज अ बॉडी अटैच्ड टू इट एंड इज रेस्टिंग ऑन ए सरफेस. बॉडी जिसका मास m के बराबर होगा. हम यहाँ पे बॉडी A लेंगे तो इस स्प्रिंग की शेप हम चेंज कर लेंगे. दैट मीन्स वी विल कंप्रेस इट. अगर हम इसको कंप्रेस कर लेंगे तो ये टर्न्स दे विल कम वेरी क्लोज टू ईच अदर, वेरी क्लोज टू ईच अदर. ये बॉडी ए है तो हमने इस पे एक फोर्स अप्लाई किया है विच कंप्रेसेस इट. तो अगर इसको रिलीज कर लेंगे डेफिनेटली इट विल मूव फॉरवर्ड्स. दैट मीन्स व्हेन वर्क इज डन और फोर्स इज अप्लाइड और शेप इज चेंज्ड, देन it stores the energy due to the change in the shape, and that type of energy is known as elastic potential energy, right? So we can say potential energy is of two types. Potential energy is of two types. Number one is gravitational potential energy, and number second is elastic potential energy, right? So now you know gravitational potential energy is energy possessed by a body due to its position, and elastic potential energy is energy possessed due to the shape of the body. So this is energy possessed due to position, right? And this is equal to energy possessed due to shape. तो अब दोनों एनर्जीज आपको क्लियर हो गई. हम इसकी एग्जांपल्स बहुत सारी दे सकते हैं. One is, first example, water stored in a dam. क्या चेंज हो जाता है जब हम वाटर को स्टोर कर लेंगे? हाइट चेंज हो जाती है, लेवल रेज हो जाती है. सो क्या ये ग्रेविटेशनल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी होगी या इलास्टिक पोटेंशियल एनर्जी? डेफिनेटली ये होगी ग्रेविटेशनल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, बिकॉज हाइट ऑफ द water increases, position of the water molecules change. Number second, Object lifted to a certain height. Object lifted to a certain height from the surface of Earth. From the surface of Earth. कौन सी एनर्जी होगी? ग्रेविटेशनल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी। तीसरा पॉइंट हम ले सकते हैं, a fruit hanging on the branch of a tree. कौन सी एनर्जी होगी? ग्रेविटेशनल पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, because it is at a certain height from the surface of the earth. So this is due to the position. इसी तरह से फोर्थ एग्जाम्पल हम ले सकते हैं, a structured arrow and bow system. Arrow and bow system that possesses elastic potential energy. फिफ्थ पॉइंट हम यहाँ पे लेंगे, stretched spring, stretched or elongated spring. कौन सी एनर्जी हो सकती है? इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, राइट। इसी तरह से हम यहाँ पे लेंगे a wound spiral spring of a watch. Wound spiral spring of a watch. इलेक्ट्रोस्टैटिक पोटेंशियल एनर्जी। चलो इसको थोड़ा सा क्लियर कर लेंगे, क्योंकि आज के ज़माने में इस तरह की वॉच यूज़ नहीं होती है, आज कॉर्ड्स क्लॉक का इस्तेमाल करते हैं। तो आपने सुना होगा कि एक घड़ी हम इस्तेमाल कर लेते थे जिसको चाबी देनी पड़ती थी, उसमें एक स्प्रिंग हुआ करता था, उस स्प्रिंग की शेप होती थी स्पाइरल स्प्रिंग, राइट। इस तरह के स्प्रिंग को हम कहते हैं हेलिकल स्प्रिंग, लेकिन इसको हम कहते हैं स्पाइरल स्प्रिंग। यह है हेलिकल स्प्रिंग, राइट। तो स्पाइरल स्प्रिंग को वाइंड किया जाता था जब हम चाबी देते थे, घड़ी की चाबी। तो जब हम इसको चाबी देते थे तो ये वाइंड हो जाता था, तो उसके बाद ये धीरे धीरे अनवाइंड होता था, जो एक व्हील को चला लेता था जिसे हम फ्लाई व्हील कहते थे, और वो फ्लाई व्हील वो हैंड्स ऑफ द वॉच चलाता था। तो ये प्रोसेस हमें हर रोज़ करनी पड़ती थी कि इसको वाइंड करना पड़ता था, तो ये आहिस्ता आहिस्ता अनवाइंड हो जाता था। तो जब हम इसको वाइंड करते थे तो इसमें एनर्जी स्टोर होती थी, वही एनर्जी धीरे धीरे कंज्यूम हो जाती थी। जब ये अनवाइंड हो जाता था, उस एनर्जी से हैंड्स ऑफ द वॉच को रन करता था और वो टाइम दिखाती थी, राइट। तो इस तरह इस एनर्जी को भी कहेंगे हम, दिस इज नोन एज elastic potential energy, that is due to shape of the body, right? Now, what are the units and dimensions? Units and dimensions. So these are same as that of the work done. Same as that of work done, right? SI यूनिट इसका है जूल, जे CGS यूनिट इसका है अर्ग, CGS सिस्टम में इसका यूनिट अर्ग, इसकी डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला है M1L2T-2, राइट। इसके बाद देख लेंगे इसका नेचर, वेक्टर है या स्केलर, एज इट इज इक्वल टू द वर्क डन, सो it is a scalar quantity, right? Now we will find the expression for the gravitational potential energy. Expression for gravitational potential energy. So for this, what we have to do, how to find the expression? Let us consider a body of mass m, on the surface of the earth. Therefore weight of the body acts vertically downwards, which is equal to mg. So consider a body of mass is equal to m. Now weight of body is equal to mg, and you know it is vertically downwards. Now we are interested to raise the same body to a height of h above the surface of the earth. To a height of h above the surface of the earth, the same body is to be raised to a height of h from the surface of the earth. Definitely what we have to do, we have to apply a force on it in upward direction, and the weight of the body acts vertically downwards, that is equal to mg, and this is the force which is known as applied force, by which we can raise it to a height of h meters above the surface of the earth. So let the body is raised to a height of h above the ground. Now F is equal to applied force. And what is the displacement? That is h. Therefore we can write here work done by the force is equal. It is F dot h, which is equal to Fh cos of theta. As force is applied in upward direction and the body is also displaced in upward direction, here theta is equal to 0 degree. Implies cos of theta is equal to cos of 0 degree, that is equal to 1. So we can write here W is equal to Fh. Now here F must be at least equal to weight of the body. Weight of the body. Therefore, F is equal to mg. Implies W is equal to mgh. Right? This work done is stored as gravitational potential energy. Therefore, we can write U is equal to mgh. Now see, this is the work done by the applied force. Now here we can calculate the work done by the gravitational force when the body is taken upwards. Work done by the gravitational force when the body is taken upwards. So work done by gravitational force when body is lifted upwards. So we can write here W is equal to F dot H, but it is Fg dot H. This is gravitational force. So we can write here Fgh cos of 180 degree, because gravitational force acts vertically downwards and height is in upward direction. So what is the angle? That is 180 degree. Cos 180 is equal to -1. So we can write here W is equal to mgh, but it is minus, because Fg is equal to weight, that is mg, and cos of 180 is equal to -1. So W is equal to minus mgh. Or we can say this work done is stored as potential energy. So we can write here U is equal to, in this case, minus mgh. Again, the same case when the body falls from a certain height. When the body falls from the certain height, from the certain height h, certain height h, then when the body falls, that means body is displaced downwards, gravitational force again downwards. So here it will be theta is equal to 0. So we can write W is equal to F dot H, Fg dot H implies mg, h cos of theta. Here theta is equal to 0 degree, implies cos of 0 degree is equal to 1. So W is equal to mgh, or we can say U is equal to mgh. Right? So this is the work done by the gravitational force when the body falls. This is the work done by the gravitational force when the body rises. Right? So how can we find the change in the potential energy? चलो बेटा इसको लेते हैं, ये अर्थ है. A body is at a height of h1 and then it is taken to a height of h2. This is h1 और अब ये लेंगे हम, दिस इज H2, and what is the change in the potential energy? What is the change in the potential energy? So we can find it as, when a body is raised from height H1 to H2, where H2 is greater than H1, then change in potential energy is. But here we talk of gravitational potential energy. So we can write here del U is equal to, it is minus mgh2 is minus, that is final potential energy H1, and this is H2, minus into minus mgh1. हाँ, इस पोजीशन पे देख लेंगे तो माइनस mgh1, इस बी पोजीशन पे देख लेंगे तो इट इज minus mgh2. Change means final minus initial, so final minus initial. Del U is equal to minus mgh2 plus mgh1. mg को कॉमन निकालिए, so you will get here mg into h1 minus h2, h1 minus h2. तो अगर आप देख लोगे h2 इज ग्रेटर देन h1 तो ये आपका नेगेटिव होगा. सो वी कैन से हियर del U इज इक्वल टू माइनस del W, or we can say del W is equal to minus del U. So remember this. So we can write here gravitational potential energy is equal to negative of work done. Gravitational potential energy is equal to the negative of the work done. So what is the relation between gravitational potential and the force? आसान सा है, दो स्टेप्स में हम इसको कैलकुलेट कर लेंगे. चलिए हम यहाँ पे लेंगे dw small work done is equal to f dx. dw is equal to f dx, but you know, instead of dw we can write here minus del u. So minus del du is equal to, फिर से ध्यान दीजिए, since dw के बदले में हम du लिख सकते हैं, लेकिन माइनस, then minus du is equal to f dx, or we can write here f is equal to minus du divided by dx, right? So this gives the relation between force and gravitational potential energy, right? So in the next lecture we will discuss elastic potential energy and we'll find the expression for that. Okay.